Welcome to the Jessica Show. Today is Tuesday, November the 8th, 2022, and today's election day, as it has. But now we get to talk about NASCAR. Joe Lagano's second NASCAR Cup win, NASCAR Cup title win, and Cole Gibbs pass right after time, right after Washington Time Gibbs winning his first infinite race, infinite series for the title. It has been long for us for sure, Ross, and the season's over with, and the NASCAR is going to have to wait until next season of 2023, where they head on to Daytona 500, which is 1 or 3 days away. It has been for a while, folks. It's just amazing how this is happening, folks. And it is what it is. It has been a good season. It has been a great season for NASCAR and all the sports and things that I had enjoyed with as much as for the time for being, but it is what it is. Somehow, some way, you should never know. So anyway, well, no, I never seen anything like this when fans boo Tigers and then went on to win the title on Saturday night, and then something just happened right after Tigers win the title. His father had just passed away on Saturday night. It was it was heartbreaking, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the Gibbs family. And it's been 3 days now. So anyway, let's take a look at what happened. It is what it is, and first we gotta check this out now. NASCAR's Cole Gibbs died suddenly just hours after Washington's son tying win the Xfinite Series championship. Cole Gibbs, who previously raced for NASCAR and coach for the NFL, has died. He was 49. The father of fellow NASCAR driver Ty Gibbs died Saturday in his sleep. His company, Joe Gibbs Racing, announced just hours after his 20-year-old son won the 2020 uh, Infinite Series Championship at Phoenix Raceway that evening. It is what great sorrow that Joe Gibbs Racing confirms that Cole Gibbs went to be with the Lord in his sleep last night. The family appreciates all the thoughts and prayers and asking for privacy at this time. We are streaming on Twitter from the company, which was founded in 1992 by Cole's father and fellow NASCAR owner Joe Gibbs. Shortly before Ty won Saturday's championship, in which he led a race high 125 laps, Cole said in his final press conference that he's definitely proud of his son. The conference came a week after Ty bobbing him from the finale. According to the Associated Press, I always got his back as a father, he said in a clip shared by retired driver Kenny Wallace. Obviously, it's heartbreaking to go through tough stuff. It's actually more heartbreaking to watch him go through it. I don't get a whip. I'm old and I don't care. To see your kid hurting and he knows he's screwed up and to go all that is tough. It's tough as a parent for sure. Watching it now, Joe Gibbs Racing said in the tree that was on Sunday. It says, "It is with great sorrow that Joe Gibbs Racing confirms that Cole Gibbs, co-owner, went to be with the Lord in his sleep last night. The family appreciates to be on all the thoughts and prayers and ask for privacy at this time." And it says, watching in today's just to see his determination and I think he's got skills and he's determined. It then finishes made me proud. My wife and I, we were both proud because he was just hammering it down and did his job. And if he wants to do this for a living, he's got a lot to learn how to do that. Corey added. And it says in the very, I don't want this championship to be remembered for booze. And Tigers wins in the desert. That was on the Saturday. Ty was replaced at Sunday's NASCAR Cup Series championship by Denny Hamlin due to his family emergency. The 23X1 Racing announced on Twitter a moment of silence was held before the race, in which Joe Lagano took home the fourth place trophy. NASCAR Chairman and CEO Jim France said in a statement, "We are heartbroken. We are heartbroken by this tragic loss of Cole Gibbs. On behalf of their French family and all NASCAR, I extend my deepest condolences to Joe, Pat, Heather, the Gibbs family, and anyone at Joe's Gill Racing on the laws of Cole, a true friend and racer." David Wilson, president of Toyota Racing Development USA, shared racing is a family and the relationships with the entire garage go so much deeper on that than on track competition. Today, we lost a dear part of our family. The loss of Cool Gibbs is devastating to everyone at Toyota and TRD. Wilson added, "Our deepest condolences and prayers are with Joe, Pat, Heather, Ty, Case, Jet, and Ellen, and the entire Getz family and Joe Getz racing family." Born in Fayetteville, Arkansas, Cole played college football as a linebacker for Stanford. Before racing with NASCAR from 2000 to 2003, he was when he was named one and out for Rookie of the Year. Former NASCAR driver Eric McCool dead at 42. Now, he later worked under his father Joe as an assistant coach for the Washington Redskins, now the Commanders, from 2004 to 2007. At the same t- at the time of his death, he served as vice chairman and COO of his father's Joe Gibbs Racing. Cole survived by his wife Heather and now four children. At that sad to watch, I mean, it was a very a sad day in NASCAR when Cole Gibbs had his son, watching his 20-year-old son won the title, the finished title. He was whipped by his side. He got Cole's back, and he got Ty's back. Watching his son was a dream come true, and he was so proud of him and Ty's grandfather. And then it happened right after Ty won the championship. That was on Saturday. It was so heartbroken. I can never see on television where I saw Jeff Jarrett. He was very. Jeff Jarrett. He was. Dale. Dale Jarrett. He was very emotional. Dale Jarrett was very emotional. Everybody, the NBC Sports were very emotional, and it went shocking to be. Kyle Busch, his teammate Christopher Bell, and his teammate Danny Hannon were all in shock. Well, I know Kyle Busch will lead George Guest Racing Team to join the Richard Genius Racing. For sure, it has been no, it's just only a matter of time. The things that you don't want to get there, and all I do know is, wow, I do have a father. I do have a father who passed away. That was 2 years ago. That was on March 4th, 2020. That's what I remember. it is what it is. It just don't even know why. Just didn't even know why it was happening. Christopher Bell gets Mosul, and we have to finish. Now, Christopher Bell discussed his intention reaction to the passing of Cool Gibbs and his hopes to keep the same teammates as Joe Gibbs racing in 2023. It was a very shocking that I do know is this what's happened. And everybody in NASCAR knows it. The same way where he's gotta be very happy to see. And he was very proud of his son watching him win the title. And enough for the booze. Just have to move on. You know, why did I ever know? Why did I ever watch NASCAR with all this emotions like this? Emotional, with all the people getting emotional like this. Well, anyway, right. Whatever it is, but our thoughts and prayers go out to the Gibbs family and friends and everything that they've gone through at this difficult time. Cole Gibbs was 49. Now we're gonna go to Joe Lagano, who won his second NASCAR Cup title. Joe Lagano, he dominated here in Phoenix on Sunday, closing by Denny Daybray and Doug Chastain. He almost won the championship. Fist Doug. Sometimes it's just going to be hard to see. Now, it is what it is. Now, we're going to go for this and we're going to go for that. Okay, let's go for this time right now. So it is what it is now. Before things went on Sunday afternoon, Joe Lagano there on, and he finally made it to the top. Once again, this last time in 2028, first time in 2018. Now the second time on Sunday in 2022. The wind have been taken off of this, as we always just know, and that is what it is now. Let's take a look. Now, from the first NASCAR race with the new Next Gym Set car, the Daytona 500, the Indy Championship, and now the NASCAR Cup Tower. It has been about as close to a perfect season as possible for Roger Penske. Joe Logano won his second NASCAR championship on Sunday with a victory in a winner take-all finale at Phoenix Raceway, a win that gives Penske the Cup Tower and the Car Tower in the same season for the first time in 31 attempts. It was about that time. Penske said, Jolly did a great job. And for us to have two championships in the same year, that's what we're here for. That's the goal.
The further away we've got from the McLaren announcement that Ricciardo wouldn't be staying, I think the more...
Okay. The 10 chance. I say it again, it's about that time. Penske said, Jolly did a good job, and for us to have two championships in the same year, that's what we're here for. That's the goal we have every year. I think we're being close, but we got it this year. It was the fourth win of the season for Lagano. who opened the deal with a January win in an exhibition race at Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, and the diva of the Nets gym car. Less than a month later, rookie teammate Austin Cinder won the Daytona 500 on Penske 85th birthday. Will Power added the IndyCar Championship to the Team Penske Trophy car in September, and Lagano's dominant run Sunday closed out the bomber year for the organization. I knew I knew going into this thing that we're going to win the championship. I told the guys we were the favorite from Daytona, and we truly believe it. And that's the difference. Lagana said, I had a good team with a bunch of confidence, and we all had all the reasons in the world to be confident. I've never been truly this ready for a championship race. And yeah, we did it. Man, I can't believe it. Lagano was named after the win by his wife and four-year-old son, Harrison, the oldest of his three children, and only one to make the trip to Phoenix. Lagana took Harrison by the hand and ran up the banking to collect the checker flag. His son skipping back down the track, waving the flag and holding his champion father's hand. Lagana has promised Harrison he'll win the championship. We had so many conversations over the last couple of weeks before bedtime. First was that he is going to get a pole and he's going to meet me out here and we're going to win the race. And I couldn't be allowed to my son, Lagana said. Logan then drove Hudson inside the number 22 Ford to the championship stage. I always wanted to have I always wanted to do what Hudson. He's such a little car guy, Lagana said. Lagana at 32 was the oldest driver in the championship four, as well as the only one who is married with children. The next June in corner the competition this season, and the Cup Series celebrated 19 different winners, including first five times and two different drivers their first appearances in the championship race. Even with the Pirelli, Lagana never doubted this would be his season. Getting the books begins the first and the last race means a lot. Lagana said, it's just a really special year for us with our door baby. And 22 in 22. I tell you so. It is the Door Champion Cup Championship for Penske, who won with Brad Keselowski in 2012. That was 10 years ago. And Lagana's first time in 2018. Lagana joined Kyle Busch as the only drivers with the bumper cut tires. Lagana won the pole and was never really cherishing Sunday his full field as his full led 186 of the 312 laps, and he was not the highest running tire contender for only one lap. He's the first full driver to win the two cut towers since David Pearson in 1968 and 1969, and it is the second cut championship for crew chief Paul Wolf, who won the Brad with Brad Keselowski in 2012, and the man to Texan rival Ford Chevy for crew chief why the Chindress for strategist advising during the race. I was tasking him throughout the race. What are you guys thinking? What will you do? Wolf said. I had thoughts, but all the other crew chiefs might think something different. It's good to have another perspective. There's guys in the garage you can trust, and there's guys you can't. I think Rodney and I had a great relationship, and I appreciate that. Watch Chastain finish third in his championship race debut, and Christopher Bell win 10th, and Christopher Bell was 10th in his debut. Bell raced hours after Joe Gibbs racing long vice chairman Cole Gibbs, son of Hall of Famer team owner died in his sleep at 49. You wake up this morning and you're racing for championship. You're happy. You're elated. And then your world comes crashing down, Bell said. Wherever you got news like that, it definitely puts it in perspective that there's much more to this acceleration. Chase Elliott was spun by Chris. Chase Elliott was spun by Chastain early in the final stage. His Chevrolet hit the wall, and he was immediately out contender. It's not Hendrick Motorsport Street, two consecutive cutouts. Just disappointing, obviously, ending out all day and ending out all chance at a win or a championship. Just disappointing, Elliott said. NASCAR's most popular driver won a career high 5 races this year in the regular season championship, but Elliott lost his shot at the second championship when he was cut across the front of Chastain and Chastain refused to lift. The contact sent Elliott spinning into the wall. He dropped to 30 and down a lap during the repairs in Fairs 28. He says, I feel like it was just harder racing and a high percent. Chastain said, I got to the left of Elliott and saw the irregular move that he made to turn left to cross it, cover it. But I was already there. It is not how I want to race these them on those guys. Lagano, who started his career with GR and spent 5 seasons there before he was fired after the 2012 season, gave his regards to the Gibbs family after the win. He says, I don't know what to think, but obviously my condolences go to the Gibbs family, Lagana said, but just an incredible day for us and kind of mixed emotions at the moment. So it is the finale, and there you have it. Johnny Garden did won the Chant Tower. That's what I always know for sure. And that's it, my times will come. The time will come until 2023 comes. When 2023 comes, all the drivers are going to have a great season. They're going to have the Chicago Street Race. The Daytona 500 starts Sunday. The season opener of Daytona 500 starts on February the 19th. Right after the exhibition race here in Los Angeles, the short track racing of the return, the Los Angeles Coliseum of the race on Fox, and the return of the Northwest Sport is start on the 24th of May. They're going to have Chicago Street Race on the 4th of July weekend. You're going to see it all. You're going to see it all. After all this time, you see all this stuff happening out there. Bubba Wallace, Rats, Kyle Larson, the defending champion. That was in Las Vegas. That was about a month ago. And tried to start the fight with Kyle Larson. And then got the tire plumbers. You got the mechanical. You got the tire plumbers. Kyle Busch brother, Kurt Busch, hit the wall in Pocono in the qualifier in his full-time racing. You got you got um the whole stuff's going up down the tree. You got everything. You got all the stuff. You got Washington Steen got into Danny Henry in St. Louis. Both two drivers battled against each other, beating the bean against each other. That's a tiny racing. You got Washington Steen driving his car to Martinsville, hitting the wall, going 170 miles per hour passed 5 cars to get to the championship four to knock Danny him out. You got you got the number 2 car win the Daytona 500. You got all the stuff that's going on. They got the biggest. You have the biggest wrecks here at Daytona in the final regular season. You got Austin Dillon won the race to the playoffs, starting the playoffs in Darlington. You got Joe Lagano bunt William Bonin to win the race. You got everything that goes in the round. You got the Coca-Cola 600 in the van when Denny Handy won. Chris Butcher who flipped the car, and then you got all this going on. You got the dirt tracks, everything that goes on. That really, it just the NASCAR 2022 just got wow. It just got wow. It will continue to get wow for the long every year. Can't wait for 2023. Right now, the NASCAR 2022 season is over, and John Lagana's second win at the cutout. Second cutout win, and it's over. Can't wait for 2023 season. Till then, I'm Joseph Crudup. I will see you tomorrow. Till then, take care.